Osman, Muhammad, how much do you know about the Quran? How much do you know about the Quran?
Quran means the God.
Say that again.
The Quran means the God you have.
So when you say Quran, what do you mean by Quran? Recitation?
No, Quran is from a book from Allah.
Book from Allah, right? And how do you know it's a book from Allah?
A little bit now.
So I'm going to explain.
I have no knowledge from too much knowledge about the Quran, but a little bit have.
Okay, then that's fine. So how did the Quran come about? Who gave it to us? How did you get the Quran?
From the above, there will be come by the messenger Muhammad through by the angels. The most in the angel, the most greater angel, Jibreel alayhi salam.
Jibril, right? So
Jibreel,
the angel Jibril.
Jibreel.
So that story comes from Sahih al-Bukhari. Sahih al-Bukhari.
Bukhari is the book of the ahadith.
Yeah, Imam al-Bukhari was a hadith author, right?
Aye.
He's writing in 200 AD, so after Hijrah. So 200 after Hijrah, Sahih Imam al-Bukhari is writing his hadith, right? This is 200 years after Muhammad. So it wasn't written during the time of Muhammad. So how do we know that the angel Jibril met Muhammad in the cave?
Please repeat your questions.
The
short question is the Jibreel about.
Yeah, Jibril. So basically, the angel Jibril, according to Sahih al-Bukhari, met Muhammad in the cave, and he gave Muhammad the first remnants of the revelation or the Quran, right? How do we know that Imam al-Bukhari is right and that the angel Gabriel met Muhammad in the cave?
It's right. Jibreel have to come out the first time to meet the Muhammad in the grave in the tunnel and give some word from the start is Iqra.
The Iqra, yeah.
The starting word of the first come from the above is Iqra.
But that doesn't answer my question, unfortunately. My question was, how do we? So if I wanted to know how Muhammad saw the angel Gabriel, and Sahih al-Bukhari is writing this 200 years later. It's like imagine I say to you that I am a prophet from God, and I'm sent after Muhammad to give you a revelation. Would you believe in what I'm saying?
I don't pick your question rightly, so I'm confused.
All right. It's because there's a language barrier, unfortunately. So what I'm going to do is, because there's a language barrier, what I'm going to do is I'm going to just share the gospel with you because, well, we're Christians. So we believe who you call Isa, alayhi salam, we call Jesus Christ or Yeshua the Messiah. Yeshua the Messiah to us is God, but he's the only way, the truth and life. Now the Quran says that Muhammad is the seed of the prophets, but we believe that, and the Quran states that Muhammad has sinned. The Quran says that Muhammad's sins, past and present, will be forgiven. So he did sin. But Isa alayhi salam, he did not sin. According to the Quran, in Surah Maryam, you know Surah Maryam?
Right.
Yeah, he was a pure boy, given by God.
Jesus,
Jesus.
He's no father. Isa alayhi salam have no father.
Isa alayhi salam had no father. Yeah, so I agree. And I know the Quran says that Allah doesn't have a son. I know it says that in Surah Maryam 35. But I'm not claiming that the Quran says they have a son. But what I'm claiming is that the Bible claims he does. And the Bible is much more earlier than the Quran. Right. So what I'm saying is, the Jesus of the Bible is the only way to truth. The Allah of the Quran can't save. There is nothing, for example, Jesus Christ says in the Gospel of Matthew that, come to me who you weary and I'll give you rest. Muhammad doesn't give you rest. Can you show me where in the Quran, for example, where Muhammad clearly states that he will give you salvation?
But you have to read the Bible is right. So in the Bible, these are all the mention after the Isa will become here, the Muhammad will be the last messenger. These all is the mention is the Bible.
Can you show me where in the Bible it mentions that Muhammad?
I have to I don't have no knowledge about too much knowledge about the Bible. I don't have to read the Bible.
Right.
We don't. Our religion don't allow to read the previous religions.
No, well, that's wrong because it says in chapter 10, verse 94. In fact, I'll get it up for you. It says, if you have any doubt concerning the scriptures, read those who were reading the scriptures before you. I'm gonna get out for you. This is the Quran. It's not me. It's a Quran app. So this is Surah Yunus, right? And you can read Arabic for yourself. If you can you read Arabic?
Aye.
Okay, so you can read Arabic for yourself. This is Surah 1094. And it says here, right? If thou were in doubt as to what we have revealed unto thee, then ask those who have been reading the book from before thee. The truth indeed have come to thee from thy Lord. So be in no wise of those in doubt. So what this is saying to you as a Muslim is if you have any doubt about the Quran, you are to go to the people who've been reading the Bible. Now I am the people of the book, as the Bible, as the Quran says.
He is not for me like people like us. These word is for the mean like the ulama kiram. You know ulama kiram?
Say it again.
Ulama kiram, sheikh like mean the scholars. Scholar have read the Bible. You know they have too much knowledge about every religion. It's not allowed like me. I don't have knowledge
the Quran doesn't say you don't have knowledge. Just the Quran says it's a clear book. It says it in Surah Al-Baqarah too.
But you have to mention only these. If you have to read all the Quran, so I mean the summary of the Quran is that they don't allow people like us to read the.
Can you show me that in the Quran? Where's the Quran say you're not allowed to read the previous scriptures? Where does it say that?
I don't have Quran in my mobile too. I have to.
I have a Quran. I have a Quran.
But I don't have a knowledge. I have to pick these surah to show you there is. They have not mentioned me like this.
You lot can come next if you want. If you don't want to come, we can have a conversation. Or you lot going?
I want to read these scriptures here.
So what I want to do with you, right? Because there's a language barrier. Because obviously, like, we have differences in languages. I would say this. Look, ultimately, we as Christians do believe you can study. Because God has given us the ability to learn things. And God loves the world so much, He gave His only begotten Son. Now, all who should believe in Him shall not perish but have eternal life. So the predicates of our religion are to believe in Jesus Christ alone, right? We believe that not only, like your Allah said, that He came to send revelation, but we believe that there was revelation before Allah. Now, before Allah, if there was revelation, then surely that's important. If Allah sent revelation before, then surely those things should be read. You're telling me that you shouldn't read that the scholars should read that. I'm saying no. Allah has given revelation before. He said, look, this is my son. I have a son, and that you are to love him, and he's the only way to salvation.
You know, the Quran,
but you're telling me that you can't. You can't study it. I'm saying that's a false ideology, bro.
But you have to listen to me. The Quran and Bible and these all from the above. He is not a simple book like other book we have to read and understand.
The Quran says it is.
No, it's my idea. You have to try to understand it.
Right, but I can show you. If I can show you where the Quran says it's clear.
If you have to read these ayah, you have to read the translation of these ayah. It's not right.
So this is what it says. It says, these are the ayats of revelation. So ayah is verse, right? Of a Quran that makes things clear. So it's the Quran is claiming to be clear. It doesn't claim it's not clear.
No. Not me. I'm not telling you it's not clear.
Right.
I'm telling you one word is too much meanings.
Right.
It means it's a very broad. You have to read Alif Lam Mim. Alif Lam Mim.
Yeah, Alif Lam Mim doesn't have a meaning.
Yeah, you sure? It's a meaning, but we don't understand.
But that doesn't mean the Quran can't be understood.
You have to sit with the scholars. They have a knowledge. Will try to understand you. Alif Lam Mim have a meaning. It's a too much meaning. If you have to try to understand, he's a very big word. Alif
So
Lam Mim.
what scholars do you accept? Do you accept Ibn Kathir, Ibn Taymiyyah?
If you have to read like Dr. Zakir Naik, so he's explaining very well.
So no offense.
They have to give you some example from the Bible, from the Torah, Injil, from every book. They have to give the exact chapter, the exact pages.
Understandable. So Zakir Naik is not a scholar. Zakir Naik is a debater. I don't even think he's a doctor. He doesn't really know that much about the Bible. I mean, he does quote verses, fair enough, but he quotes them out of context.
We don't object these words. If you have to question like me, these question from the Dr. Zakir. Like you are not a scholar and you don't know about knowledge of the Bible. So they will be try to give the answer. I am a scholar or not.
But you said that Dr. Zakir Naik is a
in
scholar.
my mind, Dr. Zakir Naik is a scholar. In your
But
mind, Dr. Zakir Naik.
it's not my mind. I'm not making my. What I'm saying is, by scholarly standards, he's not educated to comment on what biblical history is. He's not a scholar. A scholar is somebody who has learned in that field and has received accolades for that field. I can't claim to be a scholar of the Quran because I have not received accolades in that field. You understand what I mean by accolades? I haven't got a certificate. You know, like in college, you receive a certificate. He doesn't have that. So he's not a Bible scholar, neither is he a Quranic scholar. But
I don't have knowledge about Dr. Zakir Naik. He's get a certificate from college, university, any other.
But what I'm saying is, like, I want to ask you,
You have
what?
these questions from directly Zakir Naik. You have a certificate from any college about the Bible, so they will be give answer and show you their certificate. I do not have.
So what arguments from Zakir Naik has convinced you that Islam is true and that Christianity is false?
Not give this answer. They will be give this answer.
So what you're telling me is that you don't have your own mind. And I'm not trying to be rude to you, but what you're telling me is that you're not thinking for yourself.
No, I think you have to show me. Some is the language barrier is also we have to creating. Understanding, which I am saying you don't understand clear, in which you have to say I am don't clear to understand. So by this we have to confusing to each other.
Yeah, there is a language barrier, unfortunately. What I'm going to do is this. Look, do you accept hadith? Do you accept hadith? Because what I want to do is I want to show you a hadith, and I want to get your response on it.
Sorry, my time is behind.
All right, fair enough.
Thank you very much.
Well, make sure to read that. Please make sure to read that. All right, God bless, man. Yeah. Going to wrap up. I was going to read the hadith to the gentleman there regarding Aisha and the age of Aisha, and also like Muhammad's jihad of like the entire Jewish community of the Banu Qurayshi, but he's run off.
What was he saying about he's a criminal? Why do people follow him?
No, the guy does not. Unfortunately, a lot of Muslims don't understand their religion. They don't use basic reasoning and logic to determine that Christianity is false and that Islam is true, because they can't. What we've just seen is him tell me that Zakir Naik said some stuff, but he's not giving me any reason as to why I should believe in it. And that's.
But can I ask you? Sorry, you know Zakir Naik is on the run, right? Because he did some fraud and stuff. Why would people follow him?
I can't answer that. I mean, I don't know why people would follow somebody who's on the run for doing fraud. It's what it is.
He's not allowed in India. He's wanted in India.
Yeah, apparently Zakir Naik's wanted in Pakistan, Muslim. So if he's your best bet, you're kind of lost. And why is it every Muslim stop bringing up Zakir Naik, dude? He's not a scholar. A scholar is somebody who has accolades in that field. I don't have accolades in biblical scholarship, so I'm not going to call myself a scholar. Please go to actual Bible scholars. Please do research, man.